Will a bass hit a big worm during the summertime? I'm about to go find out. Coming up. That's a good one. This is a real good one. This is a big fish. That's what you can catch in saltwater out of nowhere. What's up, everybody? Derek here from the Bass Factory, bringing you the best tips and tools to help you become a better angler. If you're new here, you really should consider hitting that subscribe button. Well, today I'm on a little 10-acre pond that I used to fish all the time back in the day, and I learned a ton about bass fishing out here. This is Walmart country, so I'm in Bentonville, Arkansas, and right behind me is all the vendors for Walmart, and I actually would come out here during the evenings, and I would fish this pond all the time. And this was probably 10 years ago, and I learned a lot about bass fishing. But I'm gonna come out here today during the summertime. It's early in the morning still, it's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna try a big worm and a chatterbait with a swim bait on the back. Now I'm gonna get out here and see if I can fan cast everything. There's not a lot of structure. It's got a rock bottom, not a lot of depth to it, but I'm gonna get out here and try it. There's a creek nearby, so there is water flow coming through, and it's a little bit stained. It's not completely clear, but there's a lot of 5, 6, 7 pounders in here. So let's get on out there. Let's go. And here's a good vantage point of the lake itself. You got the outtake just over here. Got a little bit of brush right there, and then it just kind of bowls right in here. There's not a lot of depth, but as you see, it's a decent sized pond. It goes way back into here where there's some shallows and there's current coming in way down there. But I'm gonna get out here and see if I can't maybe catch some, because I know they're in here. And here's what I'm starting with. I got a Carolina rig. I've got a 1/2 ounce bullet weight up top with 2 black BBs from Walmart craft section. And then I've got 15-pound fluoro on this rod with a 15-pound leader, so it's all the same line. There's a swivel just below the 2 beads that I've got up here. And then I've got a 5/0 Gamakatsu hook and an 11, I've had these worms forever, and they never were in a real package. They were in a Gladlock bag, actually. So I'm gonna see if I can't use these. I think it's an 11 or 12 inch, but it is a big worm. And so I'm gonna throw it out here and see if I can't maybe catch some on it. And you gotta love that 1/2 ounce weight. You can get these Carolina rigs way out there. A lot of times what I do with this Carolina rig is I just throw it out there and then just let it sink to the bottom and just start dragging that thing along the bottom. Pull it, pull it, pull it, and then reel up that slack. Let it set for a second, pull it, and reel up that slack. And a lot of times these are great for being kind of like a depth finder to find out what's actually down there. And a lot of times the bite with these is unmistakable. I mean, you'll either see your line taking off, or it's just a straight up pink, 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 boom, and they'll just hammer it. And this, with the Carolina rig, the way that I'm going, these are made for big hook sets. And I like to do a double pump a lot of times to get that hook deep penetrated into their mouth. And here's my chatterbait. It's just a 3/8 ounce chatterbait, Z-Man chatterbait with a Zoom paddle tail swim bait on it. And this thing should catch some fish, I would expect, in here. But I'm just gonna throw it around out here. I've got 30-pound braid and 30-pound braid, and I'm just using a Cast King setup, actually. One of my cheaper, the $100 combo that I've got. And this thing has been holding up pretty good, so I'm gonna see if I can't maybe catch some. Let's try this thing out. Here's what that chatterbait looks like in the water. That should get some bites. Oh, these trees were definitely put in here on purpose. Oh, there was a big fish right there. Dang. Is that a bed? What is that? Oh, just scared another one. God, they were up shallow. Sure. Oh, right there. Right there. Get up here. Oh, that was a good one. Hammered it. Right there at the shoreline. That's a good 2-pounder. Oh, slippery.
You get for being a nice guy.
Huh?
That's what you get for being a nice guy.
Oh, thanks.
Good looking fish.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What are those in there?
Largemouth.
Very cool.
Yeah. I can kind of do a boat. Oh, there was one right there. Up shallow. But I can kind of do a boat approach angle with it being curved in like this. Toss right down the bank and parallel it. Trying to hit that depth point where they're just kind of hanging out. And the sun still is getting shaded over here, so this could be a good spot right here. Right near the outtake of this little pond. I see some drainages that are coming in, that are draining into here. Usually when you have drainages during big rains, it'll create a little pocket, a little indention, which will be a little bit deeper water right next to the bank. A lot of times those fish will hang in those little spots. I'm gonna have to hit that right up here in front of me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those coming in. And this little section over here is actually the deepest part of the lake. I'm coming up to where I really want to fish for this time of the year, because the deep water is right there. And the way I'm fishing on this pond, I really learned with this Carolina rig that it's very, very similar to ledge fishing on a big lake. The way this pond goes in, there's a big curve right here, but there's a ledge that drops off. And those fish are coming up to feed early in the morning, but then as that sun gets high, they're going off onto that ledge. And I figured that if I'm pulling up that ledge or across that ledge, those fish were hammering it. And that can really translate to a big body of water, a big lake or something. So just kind of like a point that comes out into the water, dragging across the top of that point in a certain depth. And a lot of times that's where those fish will hang out during the summertime. Get it way out there. That's where that 1/2 ounce weight comes in handy, because if you're fishing from the bank like I am today, or even from a boat, but from the bank especially, if you're trying to get to those fish, especially during the summertime, they want to hang deeper. Sometimes it's a little bit further out and it's not always easy to get to them. So if you're fishing with a heavy weight on a Carolina rig or something like that, you can really cast that thing a long ways and get it out there. It's just soft bottom, pulling soft bottom, because I'm not hitting anything. It's just soft, just a soft feel, constant soft feel. And then all of a sudden I know I'm going to get to that ledge right there. I just hit my weight. It hung up a little bit. Oh no. And a lot of times you can just pop it like that when you get to a rock and it'll come up and over. But I'm coming up that ledge now. And that should be just the drop off right where those fish want to hang out. And it's not as pronounced of a drop as it is over here on this other side. So we're going to go over there and work it back up. There's a fish. That's a good one. That is a good one. Make sure that hook pump. That is a real good one. Where can I get this fish up at? I may have to get muddy. Dang, that's a good one. Do not come off. Do not come off. We're gonna weigh that one.
Good work.
Thank you.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. What kind is it? Catfish?
largemouth. Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna weigh this girl. Look at that big old bucket mouth. I'm gonna guess 4.6. Let me get out the scale. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? 4.6? We're about to find out. And I just lost my sandal. My sandal's still down there in that bank. All right. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, I was way off. 313, 312. 312. We'll call it 312. That is a pretty fish. Hammered it. All right. And I got to get my sandal back. She's gone. Lots of fish that size in here and bigger, but lots of them that size. It's got a good average size in this lake. There's not a lot of structure, so the strongest will survive, basically. It was crazy as I was a foot from a turtle right there that entire time and didn't even move. I think it's alive. Oh yeah, it's alive. Didn't even move. I remembered there's a rock pile out here somewhere. Most of this was silted. There it is. Something holding it up. I think this is it. There used to be a rock pile out there. And I used to catch some good fish. Kind of like a hump on a lake. But it's just right out in here somewhere. But it's been mainly sediment, soft bottom in all this area as soon as you get out off that drop off. So that may be a good spot where those fish could be hanging out. There's a fish on that rock pile. Right out there off that rock pile. Come here. He's running to me. Not real big, but it's a fish. Good pound and a half. Just a little guy, but there you go, bud. Thanks for the hit. I'm gonna fish that. Definitely some more. That rock pile out there. This chatterbait seems to be the ticket today. A Carolina rig, not so much. All right, I've caught 4 fish today, all of them on the chatterbait. So, with me, I'm moving up into some shallower water, and I don't believe, unless I fish off that point over there with this Carolina rig, I am not going to be using this thing a whole lot more. It is just not being effective today. It may be whenever the sun gets straight up and high. It's high right now with bird blue skies, but it seems like they sure are wanting this chatterbait, so I'm going to keep giving that a shot. And just working this bait, I'll be able to work more water quickly. There's one. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's gonna come up and jump. Oh yeah. Just load it up on it. I don't know, will we weigh this one? Oh. I'll go ahead and weigh her. Come here. Come here. I'm guessing 2.6. Let's see what it says. Just to see how good I'm getting at guessing these numbers of these fish. Alright. Not even 2 pounds. It's good to know. I'll get better at guessing the accuracy on these fish. Thank you. Come back again. I'm gonna cover some water now. The only bad part about filming and doing it this way bank style is I'm sidestepping just so you guys can get a view of what I'm doing. And I'm just tossing out and working the bank, or working this bait out there, just tossing at an angle and slow walk, but it's a sidestep so I can be facing in case I do catch one. I don't know why it is whenever I go fishing I always work. I love to work out, but now that I got kids and work a lot of hours, I don't get to like I used to. So when I do get to go fishing, I go hardcore. I'm very athletic. It's like athletic fishing. It's like I incorporate a workout into my routine. It's weird. Got one. It's a good one. Right there at the end of that little spillway. I think whenever it floods, it causes a little cavity there. Well, that was a quick release. A little 2-pounder. Yeah, right there. That's where I hung that 312. I think that water's coming down right there and it's creating a little bowl right there, which is a little bit deeper water. And it's right up against the bank here, so those fish can corral. Oh, there's a good one. There's a good one. Oh, it's wanting to pull drag. That's a good one, just right there off the shoreline on that drop off. Come here, buddy. Dang, this is a big fish. This is bigger than the other ones, that's for sure. What are we working with here? No, you stay down. You stay down. Oh, yeah. Get up here. Get up here. Oh, yeah. That is it, buddy. That is the big one. That's what I was waiting on. That big bite. Oh, and it just fell out. How much? Oh, goodness. How much you think that one weighs? Oh, I'm gonna have to go. The other one I said 4.6. That one's definitely probably at least 4.6. The other one ended up being 312, I believe, if I can remember right. Let's get this turned on. What we got? 313. 313. Barely bigger than that other. Wait, did I touch it or? 314, 313. Yeah, 313. That's a good one. Sucker hammered it. get her down there. Oh, that's awesome. Just swimming away. On the chatterbait. Well, I did 2 full laps around this lake and I ended up with a lot of good fish. I caught two almost 4-pounders, so it was a pretty good day out here on the water. So have you ever done that, where you go to your old place and you catch some good fish? What are some of the places that you love to fish, your home bodies of water? Let me know about it in the comments section below. And if you want to check out more Bass Factory videos, check them out here and subscribe for more videos just like this.